What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel today. In this video, we're going to be doing an oil change on my car and putting in the Fumoto oil drain valve. Now I'm going to be putting in the valve today to make my oil changes faster, cleaner, and easier. So let's go ahead, take a look at the parts, and then get it installed. So here are the parts that we're going to be using today. I got the OEM oil filter, the OEM crush washer, instead of the supplied gasket that comes with this. I don't really trust it that much, so I'm going to be using the OEM washer instead. And then I like to use the Platinum Full Synthetic Pennzoil. Now all this stuff I'm going to be putting in a link down below, so if you want to order this, you can get it from Amazon. So now that we got all the parts figured out, we're going to go ahead and put that valve on. To tighten down that Fumoto valve, we're going to be using a 3/4 wrench. I found that that fits perfectly right on there. And then I'm going to be using a 17mm socket to take out the oil drain plug. So while that oil is coming out and dripping, I'm going to start taking off the skid plate from underneath so that I can get to the oil filter. So what I do to take the skid plate off, there's a pop clip here, a bolt here, bolt there, and then another pop clip right there. Now normally there's a clip holding it onto the back on each one of these sides, but my car does not have that. So I'm just kind of relying on this bolt right here to hold the back end up. Now that the oil is starting to slow down here, I'm going to put on the Fumoto valve, and then I'm going to go over and take off that filter and replace it with the OEM one. Dry this off a little bit first. Put the gasket onto the valve. Hit this one more time. And put this on. Here's my 3/4 wrench. Tighten this down a little bit. You're going to feel the crush washer compress, and you're not going to go too much more than that. Now that's done, and I got this locked with the retaining clip on here. Now I can go and take off the filter. This is the one thing about having an FA motor that is really convenient, is not having to deal with this oil filter right here. It's always so hard to get to, and I don't like it. So it's time to put the filter on. I'm going to prime the seal with a little bit of fresh oil on it and stick it on. No need to go too tight, just hand tight is fine. Or you can also hit it with the oil wrench. So that's it for underneath the car. Let's move on to the top. Alright, so now we're going to add the oil. WRXs take 4.4 quarts of oil. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put 4 quarts in, start it up, let it run for a minute, and then I'm going to check the level and then add oil as needed. Alright, so there I got my 4 quarts. And I'm going to start it up. And then I'm going to check it on the dipstick. Now the notches between the two dots is 1 quart. So you can kind of measure how much oil you need to add based on to where your level is at on your dipstick. Alright guys, that's going to conclude the video for today. If you like this video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. We'll see you in the next video.